All right. Part 4, the Berkeley Con Experience 2025. The Booty. What we got, and here we go. Eric?
Well, I just came home with one book. I didn't see anything else that was jumping out of me that I just had to take home that right now today, except this one book that did jump out of me. It was Marvel Superheroes, which is reprint editions of the old Silver Age stuff, and it contains the Daredevil number 4, first appearance of the Purple Man.
Nice.
And I got it because that was what was on the cover. I was like, that one, the Purple Man story. And it was marked $5. The dude gave it to me for $3. And I mean, really, it's a reprinted thing, And
was that where I got all those other books at?
And yeah, you got you got some books from him too, yes.
Okay.
And I mean, when I got it out of the bag, the cover was torn from the bottom all the way to the top the first staple. I mean, it was in really cruddy condition, but it's a reprint edition book anyway. It's just a reading copy.
Yeah.
So,
hey, that's cheaper than an actual comic book now. They're like $7-8.
Right.
So,
I mean, really, I saw Marvel's Greatest Comics and Marvel Tales and Marvel Superheroes and all those that were reprint editions at the time.
Yeah.
That selling for $10-15.
You're like, what?
I'm like, this is a reprint. I mean, it was a reprint from the 70s, but still, those, you shouldn't pay more than $1 or $2 for something like that. Anyway, got it home. Turns out that the story that's reprinted in this edition is original Daredevil number 4, 1964, first appearance of the Purple Man. And the reason I got it was because I was curious about him. And he was the main villain in the Jessica Jones show on Netflix, first season. And I didn't really know much about the character, and had never really, that I know of, read a story featuring him, that at least not that left any lasting impact on me. So and of course, David Tennant played it in the series. He was great. And it was fucked up. The whole Jessica Jones season 1 with the Purple Man, oh God, it was fucked up. And so, anyway, it was just nice to have a copy of that story.
It is a cool cover.
It is a cool cover. And it is, it's just nice to have, a good reading copy of that issue. Stan Lee and Joe Orlando.
There you go.
Co-creators of the Purple Man in the first appearance, all the way back in 1964. And in the story, Karen Page is already a character in the series. She's their secretary, all the way back in Daredevil number 4. So having her on the Netflix series was more than appropriate.
Yeah.
Because she's got that long of a history with Nelson and Murdoch. And of course the character's evolved over the years, and got the shady past and all that we were about to find out about before it got canceled. Because that was the last thing that happened in season 3 was Karen's file somebody got their hands on Karen's file, and that it looked like that was what season 4 was going to be all about, was what was in it. And all this stuff about Karen was going to come out. Anyway, that's just cool to have.
Right?
And that's all I brought home.
So, starting from the top, I got The Forever People, issue 3 and 4. I know where I bought The Forever People number 1.
Yeah.
Eric's comic book store. Back in the before time, from the long, long ago.
Back at the broadsword.
I did not get number 2 because it was kind of thrashed and it was a little more expensive than what I wanted to pay. And, then I got Vampirilla, Death and Destruction, number 2, the Adam Hughes cover, I think.
Yeah, the Adam Hughes, yeah.
Yeah. It looks like she's at a rodeo. Anyway. And then San Diego Comic Con 1980, the book.
The program.
The program.
Yeah. Which
I didn't get it because there's this clad woman with her tits hanging out. I got it because it was done in silver paint.
Well, the silver ink on the cover was cool.
That was awesome.
And what's his name? Katz did the illustration. Yes. It was a fantasy looking,
thing.
almost like a Conan kind of. Looked almost like Frank Brenner-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
And then, friend of the channel, Dell, he goes to all the comic book conventions and shows, and I know him, and I've bought comic books from him all the time. And at this Comic Con, he had the first full appearance of Killer Croc, which was Batman 350 or 338. I can't see in my picture here. I'm going to say 358. But I thought Killer Croc was one of the Rogues Gallery, the originals. But I guess he isn't.
No, they're more recent than that, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's cool.
Well, but, you know, like by the time we get to the 90s,
yeah,
he'd been around long enough that he was featured in the Batman animated series quite a bit and was a well-established villain.
And I had to grab Eric because I had gone through and then I saw some books and I wanted his opinion. And one of them was The Demon. I'm like, what was his first appearance? And he looked it up because he doesn't have it on file. I didn't have it on file because I just never did.
I just wanted to make sure I was not...
Yeah. Well, that's all right. No, Eric, it doesn't matter.
You never know what a first appearance is sometimes.
Right? Especially with the DC in the 70s with Kirby. So I got The Demon #1, and not for the price that was on the cover. Not for the cover price that they showed.
Not the asking price?
Not the asking price, yes, correct. I got it for, I didn't get it for a song, but I got a deal. I got 1/5 off. I think I got 1/5 off most of my books.
Well, they were knocking about 20% off most of their, especially the premiumly priced ones, because of the show. And they wanted to move some stuff. And make some money, you know.
And then I got my second...
You scored, man. You did.
My second copy of Thor 165. The first appearance of him as Adam Warlock. I know, everybody. Fantastic Four #60. I have that one, too. But this is where it's the full blah, 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 blah. So, I got that. That's my second one.
Well, it's like people, Wolverine's first appearance was Hulk 180 because he was on the last page.
Fuck off.
Yeah, 181...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then this is another book that I have. This is the second one I have. Avengers 10. And it was funny because I was like, could you do better on this? And the kid goes, 85. And I go, well, 80 will get it sold. So I got it for 80.
80 and it's sold.
And, yeah. And then I got... Oh, yeah, these books here.
Silver Surfer.
No, not yet. Yeah, let's do Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer #7. I don't know if this is a book I already have or if it's a book that fills a hole, because I have like 1 through 5, 6, a whole set that I bought from Bonanza Books and Comics 1,000 years ago, and I don't know if I have a 7 or not, or if I needed a 7 and I have a 9. I can't remember because I don't have a list. And I haven't looked at my comic books in 1,000 years either, because I bought a comic book store and then I just no. So I don't know if this is replacing a book or if this is filling a hole, because I don't remember if I already have 7 and I needed 9, or I have a 9 and I needed a 7. So that's that.
Either way, it was a nice copy.
It is the best book I got of the show.
Yes.
And I think it's the best out of my whole set of the Silver Surfer. And then, La Creme, Avengers #3, 12 center. And I got that for, 1/5 off, too.
Yeah.
And because I grouped the 3, the Thor, the Avengers 3, and the Silver Surfer. And I'm like, hey, can we do... And I put a number out, and he was trying to put the screws to me, just, making me sweat. Well, I wasn't going to sweat.
Well, the kid that you were talking to took it to the boss.
Yeah, the boss.
And he's the one who...
Yeah, he's like, he sized me up, and he's like, okay.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take that. That's a fair offer.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was 20% off of whatever the asking prices were anyway, which was what they were offering, and that was a fair offer.
That was fair, yeah.
I mean, you could have lowballed him a little bit and haggled. This bloke won't haggle. Won't haggle.
I didn't want to beat Genovasian. So, I was happy with it. Everybody got a good deal.
Yeah.
As long as everybody's,
He made money, moved some books.
I got some books I liked.
Who knows how long he would have been sitting on them before the right person walked in and said, I want that one.
At full price, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's what I got. And at the comic book store,
yeah,
I got Death Dealer.
You got the Death Dealer action figure.
Super cool. And I'm going to open him.
Cool, man.
Going to open him. So, should we do an opening video or just, and he'll just be in?
And just make everybody cry when you pop that seal?
Oh, I don't give a shit. They usually cry when I pop the seal. But anyway, stop. Wow. How did we get... I was trying to make a nice, clean video.
You made it weird, didn't you?
You made it weird. So anyway, had a great time. Got some good stuff. Glad I didn't bring more money because I would have spent it all. And let us know what you think. Like, share, subscribe.